So hello, how are you? So this is Julius here. Welcome to my channel. So trying to draw some drawings here. Trying to make some drawing here of chef bracket. Maybe let me repeat from the top. So what I've done there, remember that is selecting, right? Guys, select like this. So only select this. If I select like this, I'll select all. So for example, if I select here to select all, this is the green selection. But if I select here, only select this one. So the blue selection, I'm reading from the top, let me unselect everything. The erase tool. So my first line is 100. So I've set my scale to millimeters. So 10 is millimeter. And the angle, multipolar tracking is there. This one. That's why I can add the angle, and it is in angles of 15 and 30. So that's why it's giving me the angles of 15, 30. So the distance here is 80. Polar tracking is there. And this is also 10. So if I want to do this, I can use the mirror tool. Select it all, then mirror, write down, saying this. It will ask, do you want to erase source objects? Either say yes or no. Of course, no. But since there are two lines here, I'll have to remove one. So I erase it. To the other side, the tracking is still on. And this side is also 80. And I join. That's my base of the bracket, or the chef bracket. So put in my drawing, it is showing me that around here, distance of 10 millimeters. So if I using this thing, this snap, snap to this following snap here, where you can draw a line and then it shows you like an alignment. So it comes from this snap line reference. So if it's off, you realize that that's there, but it's not of that much use. You get it? I can't follow it to do anything. But if I press it back on, see, it can enable me follow lines. Yes, I think that green line there. For example, if I want to draw a line from here and also from here, I see where they meet. So because of that reference, it can give me points of intersection. I'll use it further. So I want to draw a line of 10 here. Also along here is also 10. So at this point here, there's a center. There's a circle of radius 10. Radius 10. So this is, if you look at this diagram, it is an isometric form. So I'm going to draw an isometric circle. Maybe during that process, I will show you how to what? How to use axe. Okay. So this is our center. So I'm going to use axe. So these are the axe. So when you have start, center, end. So I prefer this. I'm going to show you. Start. Okay. I prefer the center, start, end. Right? So if I select this and I stand here on my center, I want to draw an arc of radius 5. So after standing there, it tells me specify the start point or by placing a radius. So I press 5, and I draw an arc. You see this? So I also want this side, press 5, then draw another. So if I want, I can just mirror these two, facing on this, right? 270. Don't erase, so that I have those X. So I want to draw an isometric circle using the other method of I've copied, copy one here, copy another one there, and copy also the horizontal. So this is the copy tool. We discussed it last time. Copy. So you pick one reference from the point where you want to connect. So I pick from the center. So I also place it in the center. So with this, I have my square. Let me try trim. Let me try to show you what I mean by the square. So here I'm trimming these lines. So this is the square, an isometric square. So I draw a diagonal, then short diagonal from here, join to here, and then I join back to here. Okay, so then again in my arc, so it specify the center of point from here. So I specify the center. Center is this. Then specify start point. Start point is here. And then I draw an arc here. So I can do this for this point here. I have to stand here. This is the center. This is the start point. And then this is the end point. So with those two arcs, I can either mirror them. Here is the reference. Let me just draw them. So specify the center. I want to show you something here. That's why I remove that. Center. Start. End. Do the same thing for the last part. Hey, anyways, guys, if you don't want to repeat an arc, like a command you already used, you can sometimes press enter, right? Sometimes press enter. It repeats the command which has been recently used. So the center for this side, it's here. Then I start. Are you seeing this? So the arc is telling me that the start I've chosen is wrong. We have to start from here to here. So what do I do? So it says here, hold control to switch. So hold control to switch direction. So you do the same. You hold control, the direction switches from the start you've chosen here. You get, just hold control. So I have my circles. So I can even join them. You press J and then you join. So now this is a complete isometric circle. So I realize these circles, there are 4 in each corner. In each corner has one. I have one here, one here, one here, one here. How can I copy it in the easiest way possible? Okay, let me try for this. So copy. I want to copy this. So the distance between the circles, if this is 5, okay, this is 10, and the other side is also going to be 10. So that is, this distance is 80. So 80 minus 20, right? The distance between them has to be 60. Okay, I'm going to copy it with this the distance. So let me specify the distance, right? 60. Right. So now That circle has been copied, a distance of 60. I'm going to do the same thing for this. So whenever I join a figure, it gives us a center. So this, if I want to copy something, and I press it, sorry, so I want to move, I say copy. This center here, whenever a figure is joined here, it makes, because this is called an isometric center. It's called a shape center of a joined figure. If I go back to snaps, it's called the geometric center. If I remove it off and I want to copy, I think this figure no longer has that isometric center. So that center is formed by joining a figure together. So now it's back, meaning if I try to copy this, the center is there. So since my path tracking is on, always guides me to follow along the line of that. So the distance also here is 60. So by doing that, I've drawn my isometric circles. They're all spaced in the same distance. So according to my question, it tells me that the center line of this, right? The center of this, there is here, like somewhere here. There's a support bracket here. Its distance, its thickness is 20. So 20, maybe 120. I can maybe show you how to offset the 20. So anyhow, if I want to get 20 and this is in the center, I have to offset 10, right? Yes. And this side, let's measure. So this is how you measure. This is a measure tool. It's here. Measures the distance. For example, if I want to measure distance, I think the distance is not 10. I'm going to delete this. But it also measures angles. It measures radius. For example, let's say it's telling me the radius of this arc is 2.9. It also measures angles. For instance, if I want to measure the angle between this and this, it's telling me the angle is 120. So this is the measure tool for instance, I want to measure these things. I tried to offset, but I think offsets along the verticals. So what can I do? And just do this. I can just copy this line through that, and there through this I measure 10, right? Then do the same thing this side. Through this I measure 10. So I've copied that distance, and I don't think I need the center line anymore. And remove this. Okay. So with that removed, back to my question, it tells me that there is a 60, an angle of 60 from here. Yeah, but 60 is on the what? That's what? It's on the isometric. So it's kind of difficult to draw 60s on isometric. So what I can do, I can first draw the line. Because the distance across the line is 80, right? Distance is 80. So if I draw an angle of 60 here, so that's 120, something that's 60. Just draw a line. I want to mirror that line this side. I can just mirror along the center to be there. So where they meet, I can just trim these two lines. Don't need them. Yes, so I want to prove some distances here. So this is 80. So the angle, are we right? Angle. So when you're measuring an angle, you measure first line, then second line. So the angle between them is 60. And obviously, it has to be the same angle this side, right? Yes, it's also 60. Okay. So we have a 60 here and a 60 here. So they meet. So I don't know how to draw that 60, but what I can do, I can draw this line. I can draw this line from the center to guide me. So I want to measure that line, that length of this line. It is 69. So I can just even move this line, right? Move it from here and then place it here. Mm. Oh, okay. So from what I'm seeing, they have they have a thickness. Another this thing has it has a 60 here and a 60 inside. 60 here and a 60 inside. So they meet somewhere. Okay, so they are the thickness of the what? Of this thickness of the shaft is 18. So I'm going to measure 18. Take it per. Okay, so I'm going to mirror it this side, mirror, on the vertical. Okay, so that I need this a trim. So of course these angles will be parallel. So this is the distance I need actually. Oh, I want to draw that line there. Okay. So I'm going to move this line. I select it, move. I want to move it basing on the base. So I select the base. Then I bring it here to the center. So that triangle, I explained, I remember that that triangle means the center. So meaning I have to measure a distance here of along this line of 18 because that's the thickness, right? So I select line tool, I measure 18, then I join. Do the same thing, side 18, then I join. So I've transferred this triangle here. Line is no longer important. Okay. So with that done, what else do I need? So I have a, a, a I have a bracket on top that's going to host the bearing. So I have a bracket here that's going to host the bearing. So it's telling me from here that the height of this bearing is 40 millimeters from down, and it's in line with the center. So if this distance here is 10, so the dimension is telling me that along here there's a distance of 40 here. It's aligning with this center. And that's where this bracket is starting from. Okay. The good thing, it is also along the center. It's along the center. So meaning, how can I determine the center? So I can just do this. Move like this line along here, right? Move it along the distance of 10, and then move it up and 90. I think that was 90. So meaning the center of this line is here. Okay. So it has a diameter of 40 millimeters. So I'm going to use the arc tool. Draw. That is 40 divided by 2 is 20 and 20. So 20 this side, So if I want to mirror this, I can just select it, mirror by this center. Then the other thing, it is telling me that here there's a vertical line. There's a vertical line. There's a vertical line here. I want to copy that line this side also. Always ensure to select from the exact points. You realize that there are 2 points here. One is the center of this arc, the other is the end point of a line. So I have to always to zoom in. But by zooming in, you just scroll the mouse button. Just move the scroll button on the mouse. That's the way to zoom in. Then zoom out, scroll it backwards. Zoom in, you scroll it inwards. So those 2 lines are there. So on this line, there are centers, of course, 2 centers. That line. Two lines. I'm doing here my diagram. I'm going to measure, I'm going to draw the arc again of 20. So if it's like this, with the trick we learned, you press Ctrl and then you draw. I want to just copy this arc anyway. And I just do a line. Color tracking is there, right? If I do a line from here to guide me, there. Whenever you see that green, green is the guide, this green line here, guide. So that's where I connect. That's inline. Okay. So I'm going to draw. I have a semicircle here of radius 20. Okay. So to draw that, remember the thing with doing the isometric circles using the other method of the square, isometric square, you have to always, whenever you're drawing them, you draw with a complete square. So I pick this distance. I want to copy this arc from here. Okay. And I also want to copy this line here. So it comes from there, gives me the line. Okay. I want to extend this line to here. So I can even show you the extend tool. So you press E, extend, extend, then extend. So of course I want a diagonal here, from here to, or is zoom in, see that you have connected the right position. The diagonal is there. I need a shorter diagonal from here going to this point. Right. Then my arc tool, specify the center. The center is here. Specify the start. Start is here. Sorry, sometimes I just press Ctrl. Don't worry about that. And for this side, the center is here. And then start. I just mess up the start. I don't know why. Okay. So this is the semicircle. So I can join this. Join. Okay. Join. So it's joined. Whenever you press it and highlights the entire thing, that means it is joined. So in here, there's a circle of diameter 30. I'm going to use the center lines. They're going to just guide me. So diameter 30, meaning the radius is 15. Just measure 15. Mirror. an angle of 60, right? Yeah, it's there. I want to copy this line as it is. I selected the square. Copy this line, move it from here, and then also copy this side. Okay, so I want to do the same thing. Okay, to copy this line, I can just move it along the axis, maybe from here. I can just move it by 15, right? The same thing here, move it by 15. It's there. Diagonal is crossing it, and I have to diagonal again. Just start from here, going to here. Then also from here, going to. There are different ways of drawing isometric circles, but anyway, I'm a drawing person. I just love to draw things from scratch. So specify center. I think I've learned the center start the other side. Then also do the same thing this side. Specify center. I think that's that. This side. Time I'm right. The same thing for this side. Center and out here. Let me guess the center. Start is this side. Yes, I'm right. Now here, go in the diagonal corner. Let's see the center this time. It's here. Oh yes. Hey, wow. I'm spot on. Eh? Okay, so I can join also this circle. Join it. Okay, join. So now this also join. So I can even remove these lines, the ones I don't need. I can simply delete them. Okay, let me just leave them for now. I'll show you later when I want to remove them what I would do. Okay, so from here, this line, this soft holder has a distance of it's telling me 60. Telling me 60. Yep. Question. Telling me 60. So good thing I'll just have to see this curve. I think I have to move. So if I want to break, I want to move this this entire thing, where this line is somehow preventing me. So what I can do, I can tell you the break tool. So I select break, take that line. So I want to break it at this point, right? Now I can select it. I can select this without that line interfering, right? Now it has been broken at that point. I can move this entirely here, right? Then I can join from there, from here. Then I join to here. Okay, so because I will need this, I can trim it. I'll be able to see this, right? Okay, so that's my bracket. Okay, so it's missing. This line has to be parallel. Copy. This should be here. This should be here. Right. Then also this line. Copy. Just to be this. Okay. So I think let me reduce on the number of lines to try to select some lines. Remove them. So you see, so this one can even select some lines you still need. So I have to select always outside. Yeah. Oh, just removed my line. Very dangerous. Let's select option of green. Okay, it's best to select when you're selecting everything, but some are also dangerous. When you're selecting multitude of lines. For example, you see, almost selects everything. And those ones, these two I don't need. Then also, these two I don't need. These two I don't need. Helpful, but thank you. I'm gonna need you.